I'm showing you how easily you can make the best tasting gluten-free oat flour pizza crust. This thin and crispy style crust is made with oat flour mixed with eggs, light olive oil, Italian seasoning, and garlic powder. Then it's easily spread into a 12-inch round pizza shape and quickly baked crispy on the outside, yet soft on the inside. Then it's loaded with your favorite pizza toppings, baked until bubbly and ready to enjoy. Hello, my name is Nicole Bonilla and I am so glad you're here. If you like healthier, all-natural recipes like I do, then you are in the right place. We're going to begin by mixing together our wet ingredients. I've just added 2 eggs to a small bowl. And then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of oil, and light olive oil is my favorite. And for extra flavor and softness, we're adding 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar. And then I'll whisk these together just until our eggs are incorporated. Now in a medium-sized mixing bowl, we're going to add 1 cup of oat flour plus 2 tablespoons. Then we'll add 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. Now I'll just stir these around until they're well combined. Then we're going to pour our wet ingredients right into the middle. Then using our spatula, we'll just gradually fold them together. Now once you've mixed it all together, if it's still really wet, you'll want to go ahead and add another tablespoon of oat flour. And then we'll know our dough is the right consistency when it's still sticky, but it holds its shape. Now to bake our pizza, you could use any cookie sheet or a round pizza pan. And then I'm just going to line it with some parchment paper to make this really easy to get on and off our pan. Then we're just going to drop our very sticky and soft dough right into the middle. Now we want this dough to be on the stickier side so that it will bake nice and soft and not come out more like a pizza cracker. So to work with it while it's this sticky, we're going to want to keep our hands nice and damp. So I have a bowl of water here and I'm just going to dip my fingers in it and make sure they're nice and wet. And then I can just go in and start spreading the dough. And you can shape it into a rectangle or circle or triangle or whatever floats your boat. I'm using the palm of my hand to spread it from the center so that it's not too thick in the middle. And as soon as it starts getting a little bit too sticky, just go ahead and put a little more water on your hands. And then once I have it spread out to the overall circle shape, I like to go back in and then build up the edge just a little bit so that it has a little bit of a lip to hold in the pizza sauce. Well, this looks great and it's ready to go into a 400-degree oven for about 12 minutes or just until the edges are just starting to turn brown. Well, here's our pizza crust after baking for 12 minutes. And you can see that it's just starting to lightly turn a golden color on the edges. And by lifting the edge, you can see that it's nice and crispy, but still a little bit soft and flexible. Now you can add your favorite pizza toppings, and I'm going to start with some marinara sauce. I'll just pour this right into the middle. That's about 1/3 cup of marinara sauce. And then I'll add a generous amount of some mozzarella cheese. And of course our pepperonis, and I like to use turkey pepperoni. And then we're going to put this back into the oven for about another 6 to 8 minutes or just until our cheese is melted and bubbly. Well, here's our baked pizza and it looks so good. Slide it right onto my cutting board. Now we can slice it up. The crust is nice and crispy right on the edge, but then nice and firm to cut through. Ooh. Time for the cheese pull. Oh my goodness. Yes, look at that. That goes right onto my plate. I love how the crust is firm enough to hold the ingredients, but still has some softness to it. Blowing it's not too hot. That is so good. That crust has so much flavor and has the perfect consistency. I love that it's nice and crunchy on the edges, but then still soft on the inside. And that earthy, oaty flavor is so good. And I love the Italian seasoning and the garlic powder and the little bit of vinegar just really take it up a notch. And I love knowing that I'm eating something with clean, natural ingredients, which means I'm gonna feel just as good even after I enjoy it. And I love being able to share my creatively healthy recipes so that you can enjoy them too. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today in my kitchen. I've included a link to the full recipe and it's in the video description below, and it takes you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else who you think would love this recipe, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen.